boys and girls, we're going to try again. I just read this book, and I read through it, and after I read through it, I knocked the camera over and turned it off. And so I have to start over again. So anyway, it's good to be with you. It's me again. Let's see who's here today, can we? All right, let's look and let's see. Wow, there's old Caleb. He's there. And Roshan and Tilly, John. Is that Libby? Rehan and Ramey and Josh and Christian and Ethan. And there's Freddie. Boy, it's good to see y'all. I am glad y'all are here today. I was feeling a little under the weather last week, so I wasn't able to make a video. But I'm doing better now, and so I thought that we would read a book called The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. He has written a lot of funny poems and good poems. In fact, he wrote the poem that turned into a song, The Boy Named Sue, that I think Johnny Cash made famous, and he writes a lot of poems. Once there was a tree. There's a tree right there. There once was a tree, and she loved a little boy. And here comes the little boy that the tree loved. And every day the boy would come. He would come to the tree, boy, and he loved the tree, and the tree loved him, and he loved to come to that tree and play. He would gather her leaves as they fell. He would play under the tree and gather the leaves and make them into crowns and play King of the Forest. There he is, the King of the Forest. He played make-believe out there, and he loved to play around that tree. He would climb the tree. There he is, climbing up that tree. He loved that tree. He would swing from her branches. There he is, swinging from the branches of the tree. He loved that tree and eat apples. It was an apple tree, and he would eat the fresh apples out of the tree. He loved that tree, and the tree loved him. They would even play hide and seek. They'd play hide and go seek, and there he is hiding behind a rock. And the tree is going to find him. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. There he is, sleeping in the shade of the tree that he loved. And the boy loved the tree. That was the greatest tree. He just loved that tree. When he was growing up, he played under that tree and in that tree and around that tree, and he just loved that tree. Do you know what happened? Well, he loved the tree very much, and the tree loved him. And the tree was happy. Now, that's a happy bunch of folks playing under the tree. But look at that picture. What is that? That's not the little boy anymore. No, he's growing up. That's what happens. You get bigger and things change. But as time went by and the boy grew older, he didn't come around as much. The tree was often alone. There's the tree by itself, being alone because the boy has grown up. And you know, when you grow up, things change. You used to like one thing, and now you like something else. You used to like Toy Story, but now you like Jurassic Park, or you like something different. Things change. That's what happened with this little boy and this tree. Then one day, the boy came back to the tree. And the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk. Swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." I'm too big to climb and play, said the boy. I want to buy some things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money? I'm sorry, said the tree, but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Hey, take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city, and then you'll have money and you'll be happy. She said, I don't have any money, but I do have apples, and I can make apples, and if you'll take those apples, you can sell them and make money. And that's what he did. He climbed up in that tree, and the boy climbed up into the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy. The tree was happy because she could help that boy, and she loved that boy, and he loved her. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy and said, Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy. I'm too busy to climb trees, said the boy. I want a house to keep me warm, he said. I want a wife and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house? I have no house, said the tree. The forest is my home, but you may cut off my branches and build a house, and then you'll be happy. That little boy who used to play in the tree and swing in the tree and eat the apples and make crowns out of the leaves is growing up. When you grow up, things change. You're growing up, and things will change. But there's always things that we remember that we loved, and he loved that tree. And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. He's taken the branches and he's going to build a house. And the tree was happy. The tree was happy because she loved the boy, and she was glad that she could help that boy be happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time. When he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. Come, boy, she whispered, come and play. I'm too old and sad to play, said the boy. I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat? There he is. He's an older man now. He's grown up. Cut down my trunk and make a boat, said the tree, and you can sail away and be happy. Cut the tree down. And so that's what he did. And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. And when he did that, the tree was happy. But not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. I'm sorry, boy, said the tree, but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone. My teeth are too weak to eat apples, said the boy. My branches are gone, said the tree. You cannot swing on them. I'm too old to swing on branches, said the boy. My trunk is gone, said the tree. You cannot climb. I'm too tired to climb, said the boy. I'm sorry, sighed the tree. I wish that there was something I could give you, but I have nothing left. I'm just an old stump. I'm sorry. I don't need very much now, said the boy. Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I'm very tired. Well, said the tree, straightening herself up as best she could. Well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down and rest. And the boy did. The boy was an old man now. And the tree was happy. And so was the boy. That is the giving tree. The tree just kept giving and kept giving and kept giving. And the tree was happy when the boy was happy. And the tree gave all she could give. Let me look to see if I have something else we could read right here. I need some new books. I need new books to read. How about Blaze and the Monster Machines. Who knows who Blaze is? Look at that truck. Whoa! Vroom! Blaze raced across the countryside. Let's head for the hill, Blaze. I'll bet he'd make an awesome jump, said AJ. He was Blaze's best friend and the best driver a Monster Machine could have. Give me some speed, Blaze cheered. AJ pressed the pedal and they raced up the hill and shot into the air. Blaze and AJ landed in Axle City. Hubcaps. I've never seen so many Monster Machines, Blaze said. They're all driving up to the Monster Dome to see the big championship race. Let's go get a closer look, said AJ. Inside the Monster Dome, Blaze and AJ met Gabby. I'm a mechanic, she said. I fixed all the Monster Machine. Would you like to meet some of the racers? Why, sure. Blaze and AJ met Stripes, the Tiger truck. He had a special claw on his tire that made him great at climbing. They met Starla, a cowgirl truck who could do rope tricks. They met Darrington, an amazing stunt truck, and Zeg, the dinosaur truck, who loved to smash and bash. Out of my way, me first, said the big truck as he pushed past the others. His name is Crusher, Gabby said. He thinks he's the best racer ever. A small truck named Pickle pushed up next to Crusher. I cannot wait to see who will win the big race, Pickle said. It could be anyone. No, Pickle, it's not going to be anyone. It's going to be me, announced Crusher. Then he whispered to himself, because I'm going to cheat. Uh-oh. We don't want people cheating. A hatch on Crusher's side opened, and his Trouble Bubble wand popped out. It blew big bubbles that captured Darrington, Starla, Stripes, Zeg, and even Blaze, and they began to float away. That's not the way to run a race. But as the bubbles floated across the countryside, Blaze's bubble finally popped, and he landed in the Badlands, far from Axle City. Stripes landed nearby, but he was stuck in some vines hanging from a cliff. Oh no, Blaze exclaimed. We have to get Stripes fast. We've got to help him. Blaze saw that the rocks were shaped like ramps, and he and AJ jumped from one to the other. The steeper the ramp, the higher they went. Finally, they reached the top and saved Stripes. They got him. And as the trucks rolled through the forest, grizzly trucks started to chase them, and they had to escape. The only way out was by the river. Blaze thought for a moment to get across. We need something we can float on. The trucks found a rock and a piece of wood and pushed them into the water. The rock sank right away. But the wood is floating, Blaze said. We can get across on that. And the trucks jumped onto the wood and they floated to the other side of the river. Oh, that was a close one, wasn't it? The trucks sped along a snowy mountainside. They saw Zeg just as his bubble popped and he fell to the ground and tumbled down a steep, icy hill. Let's blaze, shouted AJ and Blaze, and they raced down the hill and caught Zeg at the edge of the cliff with Blaze's tow hook. Zeg was so happy. Zeg cheered, yay, Blaze saved the day. There was one last Monster Machine to find. The trucks drove through a cave and found Starla at the bottom of a hole. We'll get you out, Blaze shouted down to her. Luckily, 2 buckets were hanging from a pulley nearby. Starla climbed into the lower bucket, and the trucks filled the upper bucket with heavy things, and when their bucket grew heavier than Starla's, it went down, and Starla went up, and out she went, out of the hole. The trucks zoomed back to the Monster Dome. They arrived just as the race was about to start. Good luck out there, said Blaze. You should be in the race too, Stripes said. Blaze was amazed. You really want me to race with you? Blaze, friend, Zeg said. All right, Blaze cheered. AJ and I will do it together. They're gonna race. And they're off, said Bumper Man, the announcer. The monster machines revved and roared and raced around the track. But Crusher didn't want anyone else to win. One by one, he tried to knock out the other races and get them out of his way, but there was one racer that he couldn't get past. Let's blaze! Blaze accelerated and sped across the finish line. We won, AJ cheered. No, it's just not fair, Crusher whined. I want to win, me. Blaze said, you're the Monster Machine World Champion. Blaze was. Blaze won. Bumper Man said, what will you do next? He said, I'd like to hang out with my new friends. The Monster Machines cheered as they took a victory lap around the track with their new friend, Blaze. He won, and he won because he did it the right way. Cheating is not the way to go. Well, guys, it's been good to be with y'all. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I hope you have a great weekend, and everything is lovely, and the goose hangs high, and I will see you next week. God bless you. We love you. Goodbye.